Welcome to Manohar Chemistry YouTube channel. Today I am going to explain one small concept in chemistry. So that is van der Waals gas equation. Actually, ideal gas equation PV is equal to nRT is applicable for only ideal gases. We cannot apply that gas equation for the real gases. So then to apply that ideal gas equation to the real gases, then we need to make some corrections in ideal gas equation. So then we have to make some corrections in pressure as well as in volume also. Then how can we make corrections in pressure and how can we make corrections in volume? So if we are making corrections in case of volume as well as in case of pressure, then that ideal gas equation will be changed to this van der Waals gas equation can be applicable for real gases also. Now I am going to explain that van der Waals gas equation. Van der Waals equation will be like this: P plus an square upon v square into v minus nb is equal to nRT. So this is van der Waals gas equation. So we have ideal gas equation PV is equal to nRT. This PV is equal to nRT is applicable only for ideal gases. PV is equal to nRT is applicable only for ideal gases. This equation we cannot apply for the real gases. So here if you change some correction in pressure, if you make some corrections in pressure and if you make some corrections in volume, then this ideal gas equation will be converted into van der Waals gas equation. So now how can we make corrections in pressure? Now I am going to explain correction in pressure. So correction in pressure. So in this equation, so I am taking one container, right? In this container gas molecules are there. These all are the gas molecules. These gas molecules are like this. Gas molecules are arranged like this. Here I am selecting this gas molecule is A and this gas molecule is B, right? When gas molecules are moving according to, so gas molecules will move randomly. So in this process they will make collisions. That collisions in this process they will make some collisions. These collisions are two types we can say, right? So one is collisions with walls of the container, collisions with walls, and collisions in between gas molecules, right? Which collisions are making with walls of the container, that collisions are responsible for the pressure. These collisions are responsible for water pressure. These collisions are not responsible for pressure, right? So when these gas molecules are going to make collision, so then these collisions are responsible for the pressure. When A type of molecules are going to make collision with walls of the container, then B type attract A type of molecule. So means here A and B are same type of molecule only. Why I am classified like this, A category and B category, means some of the molecules are going to make collision with walls of the container and some of the molecules are attracting this these molecules which are going to make collisions with the walls of the container. So which molecules are attracting A type of molecules, that molecules we call it as B molecules. So means which molecules are going to make collision with walls of the container is A type. Which molecules are attracting, after some time B molecule also reach to A position, then A molecule may be reached to B position. So that is another thing, right? Here what I mean to say is that here I am in this container, there are two types of molecules are there. One type of molecules are going to make collision with the walls of the container and another type of molecules are going to attract the molecules which are going to make collisions with the walls of the container, right? So that I am saying, right? So according to this equation, according to ideal gas theory, ideal gases there is no attraction, there is no force of attraction. There is no force of attraction in case of what? Ideal gases, right? But in case of real gases, force of attraction will be there. So we are taking real gas, so that's why here attraction force will be there, right? So in this process, ideal gases there is no force of attraction, means if I am taking ideal gas in this container, then this B type of molecules will not there, only one type of molecules will be there. That molecules is nothing but which molecules are making collision with the walls of the container, only that type of molecules will be there. B type of molecules will be not there in case of what? Ideal gas. Why? Because in ideal gases there is no force of attraction, so that's why only one type of molecules will be there, right? But in case of real gases, two types of molecules will be there. So in case of ideal gas, there is no force of attraction, means it will make it will make maximum collision. So it will make maximum collision, it will make collisions with walls of container, right? In case of ideal gas I am saying, so that P ideal, pressure of ideal gas will be more comparing with what? Pressure of real gases. Why? Because in case of real gas, force of attraction will be more. When force of increasing attraction force will be increasing in between gas molecules, then number of collisions with walls of the container will be decreases. So that's why real gas pressure will be less and ideal gas pressure will be more. So to balance this ideal gas pressure, to balance this real gas to ideal gas, we need to make some correction in case of what? Real gas. So real gas pressure is P, and which factor we are going to add to real gas is nothing but capital A. I am saying here A is nothing but pressure only. Here A also is nothing but pressure, but how much pressure we are going to add we don't know. So that's why let it be A, right? So here you see, once again I am going to explain this container. So in this container, two types of molecules will be there. Some molecules are going to make collision with walls of the container, and some molecules are going to attract A type of molecule. Means A type of molecules are there as well as B type of molecules are there. So here A is nothing but pressure correction factor will be depends on A type of molecules as well as B type of molecules. So that's why A is directly proportional to first A type of molecule. A type of molecules means what? This A type of molecule and depends on what? Density of the gas. So that's why it will be directly proportional to density of the gas. Again B type of molecule, it will be depends on B type of molecules also. That B type of molecule also directly proportional to what? Density, right? A is directly proportional to n square by v square, it will come. A is directly proportional to n square by v square. So to remove this direct proportionality, I am introducing one small constant here, that is A is equal to A n square by v square, it will come. A n square by v square. Here A is equal to, here A is nothing but, A is called van der Waals gas constant. A is called van der Waals gas constant. A is called van der Waals gas constant, right? So here A is called van der Waals gas constant. Then what is the value, what is the units of A here? How can we calculate units for A? Units for A is equal to, so here this A is nothing but what? Pressure, right? So pressure is equal to what? A n square upon what? V square, right? So you want A, so A is equal to pressure into V square upon what? N square. Pressure units are what? Atmosphere. So volume units are what? Liter to the power of 2, and also that mole to the power of -2. So that A units are van der Waals constant, A units are atmosphere and liter to the power of 2 and mole to the power of -2 will come. So these are the units of what? A. A is a what? Van der Waals constant. So A units are that. Okay. So now I am going to explain what is the significance of A. What is the significance of A, right? So here when gases, easily liquefiable gases will have, easily liquefiable gases will have maximum A value, that is NH3, SO2 and H2A carbon dioxide. NH3, SO2, H2S and CO2, right? So if intermolecular forces are strong, if intermolecular forces, IMF means intermolecular forces, if intermolecular forces are strong, then if IMF is strong, then A value also more, A value will be more for that compound, right? So liquefaction pressure means how much pressure is required, how much pressure is required to liquefy a gas is called, so liquefiable pressure, right? So what is the relation between liquefiable pressure and A? If A value is maximum, means intermolecular force are strong, then no need to apply maximum pressure to convert that gas into liquid. Why? Because if intermolecular A value is maximum, means intermolecular force are strong. If intermolecular force are strong means that molecules are very close, right? When molecules are very close, then physical state will be changes from one physical state to another physical state. In case of gas, if gas molecules are very close, then easily that gas will be converted to liquid. So means if liquefiable pressure means how much pressure is required to convert gas into liquid, we call it as what? Liquefiable pressure. So if liquefiable pressure is less, means if you are applying less pressure, even though the gas is going to convert into liquid, in such case you have to apply what? Less pressure. Where A value is maximum, then you have to apply low pressure. So means A is inversely proportional to liquefaction pressure. A is inversely proportional to liquefaction pressure, right? Value of A, right? How can we compare the values of A? Here you see one gas is polar gas. So polar gas will have maximum A value. A value of polar gas will be maximum comparing with gas with non-polar nature. Right? So which gas is polar? If the gas is polar, then intermolecular forces will be more, right? If molecular weight is more, then A value also more. If molecular weight is more, then A value also more, right? So if size of the gas increases, if size of the gas molecule increases, if size increases, then van der Waals forces will be increased, then A value maximum for that gases, right? For ideal gases, A value will be 0, because in ideal gases intermolecular forces are not present, right? Then SO2, Cl2, C2H6, SO2. If hydrogen bond is present, then A value will be maximum for that. So due to small size, hydrogen and helium, A value is negligible. For that. A value is negligible due to small size. So due to small size, hydrogen and helium, A value will be negligible. Okay. So here some of the examples I am going to explain. I will try to explain. This is what ethane, C2H6 ethane, CH4 methane, and C4H10 butane, and C3H8 propane. So they will give like this. They will ask like this. Arrange them A value increasing order. So which value? We know that already. If molecular weight increases, intermolecular forces will increase. I told you, molecular weight increase, intermolecular force will increase. So according to these 4 examples, where molecular weight will be maximum, so first butane will come. Butane molecular weight will be maximum, so that highest A value is C4H10 will come. Then after what? Propane, C3H8 will come. Then after what? C2H6 will come. Then after CH4 will come. So this is increasing order of what? So A value, right? So then here you see helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon is there. So from here to here molecular weight increases, so that's why A value will be increasing like this. So in between these two, which are having maximum A value, here methane is there, here carbon dioxide is there. In between these two, carbon dioxide will have maximum A value. Why? Because this is what? Polar gas. So this is polar gas. I told you already, polar gas molecules will have maximum A value comparing with what? Non-polar. So here CH4 is there and NH3 is there. In case of ammonia, hydrogen bond will be there. So that's why comparing with methane, ammonia will have hydrogen bond maximum. Here pentane and same molecular weight is there. But if you take this one as A, this one as a B, and this one as a C, so which value will have, which compound will have maximum A value? Means, so here you see pentane means like this: CH3, CH2, CH2, 2 and CH3 will come. So this is pentane, right? So this is what isopentane. Isopentane means CH3C, CH3H and CH2CH3. This is what isopentane, right? So neopentane means this one, CH3, CH3 and CH3 and CH3. This one is neopentane. You see, so here to here what? Here there is no branches here, 0 branches. Here 1 branch is there. Here how many branches are there? There 2 branches are there, right? Where branches increase, their size will be decrease. Where size is decreasing, then intermolecular force is decreasing. Where intermolecular force is decreasing, then A value will be decreased. So that's why our answer is A will be have more, then after B, then after what? C. A values will be like this. A is having more, B is less, then after what? C. Right? Now I am going to explain correction in volume, right? So to understand this, I am taking like this. So this is one container, right? In this container I am taking real gas. I am taking real gas. So in this container I am taking what? Ideal gas. In this container I am taking ideal gas. This black color indicates what? Ideal gas. This is ideal gas, right? So in case of real gas, real gas, the size of the gas molecules will be like this. So in case of ideal gas, the gas molecule size will be like this. So in case of ideal gas, size of the gas molecules will be small. So in case of real gas, so size of the gas molecules will be large. Comparing with ideal gas, real gas molecules will be little bit large, right? So if you compress this ideal gas, here ideal gas molecules are like this, arranged like this. So if you compress that ideal gas molecules, so then they will occupy this much area, right? If you compress the ideal gas, then they will occupy, the area will be like this. So the occupied area of the ideal gas molecules will be negligible when comparing with total volume of the container. So that in case of ideal gas, so volume of gas, in case of ideal gas, volume of gas is equal to what? Volume of container. Volume of the gas is equal to volume of container, we can say. Volume of the gas is equal to volume of the container. So but in case of real gas, so real gas molecule size will be maximum, right? When you compress this real gas molecules, so they will occupy some amount of area in a container. So the area occupied by the real gas molecules is unable to neglect the area which is occupied by the real gas molecules is unable to neglect when comparing with the total volume of the container, right? Here we have to consider the volume of the real gases. Here we have to consider the volume occupied by the real gases. So right, so here we are unable to neglect. In such case, what will happen? So volume of container, so is not equal to volume of the gas. Volume of container is not equal to volume of the gas here. Volume of container is not equal to volume of the gas. So in this case, so volume of real gas, is equal to, for the movement of gas molecules is equal to V is equal to total volume of container minus, so volume occupied by gas molecules, So here total volume of the container is capital V, right? Volume occupied by the gas molecules is B, NB. So the volume correction means volume available for the movement of gas molecules. What does it mean? Volume available for the movement of gas molecules means here this real gas molecules are occupied this much area, right? Real gas molecules occupied this much area means these real gas molecules are unable to move in this area, right? So then in which area they are going to move means this is empty area, this is available area to move gas molecules, to move real gas molecules means, so to get this volume we have to subtract this volume from the total volume. we have to subtract this volume from the total volume. So that's why, so V is equal to, V is nothing but what? Available volume for the movement of gas molecules. Available volume for the movement of gas molecules, V, that is equal to what? Total volume. Total volume of the container minus the volume occupied by the real gas molecules. Volume occupied by real gas molecules. So that is what V minus NB is there. V minus NB. Here NB is a correction in volume. NB is a correction in volume. So B is called excluded volume. B is called excluded volume. Here B is called excluded volume. Then how can we define excluded volume? If two gas molecules are joining together, the radius of these two gas molecules, this one is R and this one is R. With the 2R radius, if you are drawing another gas molecules like this, so this area we call it as what? Excluded volume. This area we call it as excluded volume. Then how can you calculate that excluded volume? So now I am going to explain how the volume of gas. So gas molecules will be spherical in shape. So that's why volume of gas V is equal to what? 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube. But according to this excluded volume radius will be like this. So the area radius will be like this. This one is R and this one is R. Excluded volume gas molecule area is nothing but what? Excluded volume is equal to what? 4 by 3 into pi into what? 2r all to the power of 3. That is equal to 4 by 3 into pi into what? 8 r cube it will come. 4 by 3 into 8 r cube it will come, right? So then after it is 8 into 4 by 3 pi r cube it will come. 8 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So this excluded volume for how many gas molecules this is? This is for 2 gas molecules. This is for 2 gas molecules. Then what about one molecule? So that for one molecule, excluded volume for one molecule is equal to, so 1 by 2 into, so 8 into 4 by 3 into pi r cube it will come, right? So 2 1 ja, 2 4 ja. So means it is 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube, right? 4 by 3 pi r cube is a normal gas molecules volume. Means excluded volume based on this excluded volume is equal to 4 times 2 normal gas molecule volume. So it will be 4 times to normal gas molecules volume. Excluded volume is equal to what? 4 times to normal gas molecules volume, right? So if you simplify this again, excluded volume is equal to 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube it came, right? So 4 into, so this is for what? One molecules, then we have to multiply with what? Avogadro number, right? So 4 into 4 by 3 into pi into r cube into Na, right? So if you multiply 4 into 4 by 3 into pi means what? 22 by 7 or 3.14 r cube into Na means 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. So if you multiply all these things, you will get 96 into 10 to the power of 23 r cube into mole and mole to the power of minus 1 will come. 96 into 10. Comparison of B for different gases. Right? So I am taking fluorine and chlorine. In this, which gas will have maximum B value? So this one. If size is more, B value based on what? Size factor. So right here fluorine size is very small and chlorine size is more. So that's why. So if size is more, then B value also more. Size is more and B value also more. Helium, neon, argon, krypton and xenon, right? So if A value is B value will be increasing when size will be increased, right? So then after here propane and butane will be larger in size comparing with the propane, so that's why B value will be more. V is equal to what? NB, right? So B is equal to what? Excluded volume. So units of B is equal to what? V by N. So units of volume is equal to what? Liter. So then this one N for what? Mole. So that's why units of van der Waals constant B is equal to what? Liter, and mole to the power of -1 will come. So that units of van der Waals constant B, right? So it is correction in volume, so that's why I am taking what? V is equal to NB. So B is equal to V by N, so that is. So then finally van der Waals gas equation, correction in pressure term, correction in pressure is equal to P plus AN square upon V square. So and correction in volume, so then after correction in volume is equal to V minus NB, right? So final equation is P plus AN square upon V square into V minus NB is equal to nRT. So this is called what? Van der Waals gas equation. Here A and low pressure, it's a low pressure. At low pressure, how this gas equation will changes at low pressure? So when pressure is low, then volume will be high. When pressure is low, volume is high. So then you can neglect B term, because excluded volume will be neglected comparing with total volume, right? So then P plus, that equation will be reduced to P plus AN square upon V square into V minus B is neglected, so that's why V is equal to what? nRT. So for 1 mole you take N is equal to 1, right? So here also N is equal to 1. So P plus A upon V square into V is equal to what? RT will come, right? P plus A into V square into V is equal to what? RT. So PV is equal to V get cancelled. So V plus A by V is equal to RT. So that the RT minus A by V. So divided with RT on both sides. Then PV by RT. So PV by RT is equal to RT by RT minus A V into RT will come, right? So PV by RT, we know that compressibility factor Z is equal to what? PV by RT will come. Z is equal to PV by RT. So that here in case of this one, PV by RT, instead of PV by RT, I am taking what? Z, compressibility factor. Z is equal to 1 minus A by VRT will come. Z is equal to 1 minus VRT. So means here Z value is what? Less than 1. Where Z value is less than 1, that is negative deviation from the ideal behavior. Negative deviation from ideal behavior. Deviation from ideal behavior. So that based on this we can say that means at low pressure, what is our condition? At low pressure, so the gases will follow what? Negative deviation. Now we are going at high pressure. So at high pressure, how this P plus AN square upon V square plus into V minus NB is equal to nRT, how it will changes for 1 mole. So this equation is P into AV square, P plus AV square and V minus B is equal to what? RT will come. So where high pressure is there, then we are unable to neglect volume. At high pressure, volume is very small, we are unable to neglect that thing, so we have to consider that. So but at high pressure we can neglect AN square term. AN square is neglected. So in such case what will happen? P into what? V minus B is equal to RT will come. So that PV minus PB is equal to RT will come. So that PV is equal to what? RT plus PB will come, right? So if you divided with RT on both sides, then PV by RT is equal to RT by RT plus PB by RT will come, right? So PV by RT is equal to compressibility factor. Z is equal to what? 1 plus PB by RT. PB by RT. So according to this, Z is greater than 1, so that ideal behavior. It is positive deviation from ideal behavior. Positive deviation from ideal behavior. In case of high pressure, it will be positive deviation from what? Ideal behavior. Okay. So next explanation, we have seen Z is equal to what? 1 plus PB by RT came. So high pressure, this equation came. So means in this case, if the temperature is maximum, if temperature increase means, for example, let it be infinity. If temperature approaches to maximum, then 1 by T tends to what? 0. If temperature approaches to infinity, then 1 by T tends to what? 0. In such case, Z is equal to 1 plus, so PB by RT. 1 T tends to infinity means 1 by T tends to what? 0. So means PB by RT, this total term will become 0. Then Z is equal to what? 1. Means at a high pressure, at high temperature, so gases will behave as a ideal gas. Ideal gases, and at very low pressure, volume is maximum. At very low pressure, volume is maximum. Then so P plus AN square upon V square into V minus NB is equal to what? RT. In such case also you can neglect this term as well as what? This term. Then PV is equal to RT will come. PV is equal to nRT. So at very low pressure, it acts as what? Ideal gas. Means at a high temperature and low pressure, real gases will act as what? Ideal gas. So now previous questions asked, some previous questions asked based